Ready for something really fascinating? Today we're going deep on Bashar.
Bashar.
Yeah, Bashar. A multi-dimensional being
Okay.
channeled by Darryl Anka.
Multi-dimensional being. So for listeners who might not be familiar with Bashar or channeling.
Well, for this deep dive, those specifics aren't really the focus.
Got it.
We're going to be pulling from excerpts of a recent YouTube interview with Darryl Anka,
Okay.
where he talks about Bashar's teachings, specifically how we can use those teachings to navigate challenges and tap into our true potential. Ever feel like you're just going through the motions, not really living the life you envisioned?
Yeah, I think most people can relate to that feeling at some point, like you're off track somehow.
Exactly. And that's where Bashar's teachings can be so helpful.
So what does Bashar say about that, about getting back on track?
Well, he might say you're not fully aligned with your true self. He uses this mind-blowing analogy of parallel realities.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Like TV channels, all playing at the same time. You're tuned into one, but countless others exist. And get this, you have the power to shift the channel to a reality that better reflects who you truly are.
So, like we have a remote control for our own reality.
Yeah, kind of. It's all about consciousness, beliefs, and choices.
Okay, so how do we actually change the channel? Does it have anything to do with the Mandela effect? Or déjà vu?
Well, déjà vu. You know that feeling of, I've been here before?
Yeah, totally.
Bashar suggests that could be a glimpse into a parallel reality that's slightly ahead on your timeline. It's like seeing a preview of a future event.
Whoa, like a sneak peek at what's coming up on your personal channel.
Exactly. Or it could be a physical manifestation of something you've already experienced on a spiritual level, like a pre-planned event from your soul's blueprint.
Soul blueprint. So if we're talking pre-planning our lives, why would we choose hardship? Why not just tune into a reality where everything's easy?
That's a great question. Why would we choose struggle?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to make much sense.
Well, Bashar says we choose challenges as opportunities for growth. It's not about avoiding tough situations, but how we react to them.
I see. So it's more about the journey and what we learn along the way.
Exactly. He even says life is meaningless. It's kind of like a set of neutral props, and you are designed to give it meaning.
Wow, that's deep.
Right. So it's not about the events themselves, but the meaning we assign to them.
So we're like the directors of our own show, choosing how to interpret the scenes that unfold. This is giving me a lot to think about.
Me too. I've always struggled with feeling stuck in the past, replaying old hurts and mistakes. What does Bashar say about that?
Well, this is where it gets really interesting. He suggests that changing yourself in the present can actually change your past.
Wait, hold on. How is that even possible?
He uses this example of dissociative identity disorder, where different personalities within the same individual can manifest different physical conditions. Each personality is like living in its own separate timeline.
Wow. So each personality is choosing a different channel to tune into, even though they're in the same body.
Yeah, it's wild. So by transforming ourselves in the present, we're essentially rewriting the script of our past.
So it's not about being stuck, but about learning from the past and choosing a different path forward.
Exactly. Holding on to past trauma might be more about an unlearned lesson your soul is trying to bring to your attention. If you can identify the lesson and shift your perspective, you create a completely different past that aligns with your new present.
So we're literally rewriting the narrative of our lives.
Yeah, it's powerful stuff.
It is. But how do we even begin to uncover those lessons and create a more fulfilling reality?
Bashar suggests looking to your passions, the things that excite you and make you curious. He believes those are messages from your soul, guiding you towards your true purpose. What are you naturally drawn to? What makes you lose track of time?
I love that. So rather than focusing on what we think we should be doing, we should pay attention to what truly lights us up.
Exactly. Those are clues to your soul's purpose. And here's the key. Taking action on those passions opens the door to guidance and synchronicity. The universe starts conspiring in your favor, presenting you with opportunities you might not have imagined.
Okay, this is all incredibly inspiring, but let's be real. A lot of people might be listening and thinking, I have responsibilities. I can't just drop everything and chase my passions.
You bring up a valid point. We all have obligations, jobs, families, financial commitments. But Bashar suggests aligning with passion often leads to a flow of synchronicity, making those obligations feel less burdensome, or even paving the way for a smoother transition. It's about finding a way to make it work.
So it's not about ignoring your responsibilities, but about shifting your perspective and trusting that as you follow your passion, things will fall into place.
Right. And it's important to be honest with yourself. Are those obligations truly incompatible with your passions? Or are you using them as excuses rooted in fear? Are you holding yourself back because of limiting beliefs?
This ties into Bashar's idea that the universe unconditionally supports our chosen beliefs, whether they're positive or negative.
Exactly. If we believe we can't succeed, we're actually blocking the flow of synchronicity that could help us achieve our dreams.
That's powerful. So it's about choosing empowering beliefs that support our goals and aspirations.
Yes. And Bashar assures us that following our passions can never lead to negative outcomes. Setbacks often stem from stepping out of passion and into fear-based beliefs.
It's like we have to trust that our passions are guiding us towards something good, something that aligns with our purpose.
Right. It's about tuning into your unique frequency, finding the channel that broadcasts your most authentic self. And when you're locked into that frequency, you'll be amazed at the synchronicities that start to unfold.
Okay, I'm feeling super energized by all of this. It's like Bashar is giving us permission to break free from limitations and step into a reality that truly reflects who we are. But how do we navigate this transition? Are there practical steps we can take to stay tuned to the right channel?
Bashar offers some incredible guidance on this, and it all boils down to fulfilling 7 essential needs for thriving in physical reality.
7 essential needs. All right, I'm ready to hear about these. What are they, and how do they help us create a fulfilling reality?
Think of these 7 needs like pillars. Supporting a thriving life. They go beyond just physical survival. They tap into your emotional and spiritual well-being too.
So beyond the basics, what are they? I'm guessing air and water are on that list, right? Can't really survive without those.
You got it. Air and water are definitely foundational. But Bashar goes a bit deeper than that. He also includes sleep, emphasizing the importance of dreaming. Says that being deprived of dreams can really mess with your mental and emotional health. Ever notice how you feel after a night of vivid dreams?
Actually, yeah, now that you mention it, I feel way more energized, creative after a night of really intense dreams. Like my mind's been working through things subconsciously.
So you're saying dreaming is essential, like food and water?
Yeah.
Exactly. Bashar suggests that dreaming allows you to reconnect with your spiritual essence, recharge your energy, even maintain this physical reality we're experiencing. It's like plugging back into the source every night, replenishing and remembering who you truly are.
That's a really cool way to think about it. So we've got air, water, sleep, including dreaming. What are the other 4?
Next one is reconnection to spirit. This is about nurturing your connection to something larger than yourself, whether it's through meditation, prayer, spending time in nature, or engaging in creative pursuits that make you feel connected to a higher purpose, whatever works for you.
I can see how that ties into the whole finding your passion, aligning with your soul's purpose thing. It's like those passions are a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms, guiding you toward a deeper sense of meaning and fulfillment.
Precisely. And speaking of connection, the next need is connection or relationship. This one might surprise you, but it doesn't have to be romantic.
So more about feeling a sense of belonging, interconnectedness, whether it's through personal relationships or through like a broader sense of purpose, service to something larger.
You got it. It could be your bond with a pet, your connection to your community, or even your relationship with humanity as a whole. It's about recognizing that we're all interconnected and that nurturing those connections is essential for thriving.
This is making so much sense. So we're up to 6 essential needs: air, water, sleep, including dreaming, reconnection to spirit, food, and connection relationship. What's the 7th?
The 7th, and perhaps most crucial for truly thriving, is self-expression, or acting on your passions. This is about aligning with your authentic self, expressing your unique gifts and talents, and using your creative energy to contribute to the world around you.
So this ties back into choosing those empowering beliefs, right? If you believe your passions are worthy of pursuing, that you have something valuable to offer, you're way more likely to take action and find fulfillment.
Absolutely. And Bashar emphasizes that suppressing your authentic self is one of the most detrimental things you can do to your well-being. It's like trying to force yourself to watch a channel that doesn't resonate with you. You might be able to tolerate it for a while, but eventually you'll start to feel drained and unfulfilled.
It's like you're living someone else's life, following a script that wasn't written for you. So these 7 needs provide a framework for aligning with your true self and creating a life that feels authentic, meaningful. I have to admit, I'm curious about Bashar's prediction regarding extraterrestrial contact. It's a pretty mind-blowing concept.
It is fascinating, isn't it? He predicts that open contact with ETs will happen sometime around late 2026 or early 2027. And he doesn't specify exactly what that will look like, but he believes it will be undeniable, something that shifts humanity's understanding of its place in the cosmos.
Wow, that's only a couple of years away. I wonder how people will react to something like that. It would definitely challenge our current understanding of reality.
It likely will. Bashar suggests that this contact will have a profound impact on our consciousness, force us to confront the limitations of our current belief systems, and embrace a more expansive view of reality. It's like we'll be expanding our channel selection to include a whole new set of realities we never knew existed.
Like upgrading to a whole new streaming service. Infinite possibilities. Do you think this contact with ETs could accelerate our spiritual evolution?
It's certainly possible. Imagine encountering beings who have achieved a level of consciousness and technological advancement far beyond our current comprehension. It could inspire us to question our limitations, explore new possibilities, and connect with our own spiritual potential in more profound ways.
It's mind-boggling to think about the potential for growth and transformation that such an event could trigger. But even without extraterrestrial intervention, Bashar's teachings offer a powerful framework for personal and spiritual evolution, would you say?
Absolutely. His emphasis on self-awareness, following our passions, and choosing empowering beliefs gives us the tools to create a life that aligns with our soul's purpose. And perhaps, as Bashar suggests, to recognize that we're not just physical beings having a spiritual experience, but spiritual beings having a physical experience.
That's a profound shift in perspective. And, it makes me think about how we compartmentalize the physical and the spiritual, seeing them as separate and distinct. But what if they're actually intertwined? Two sides of the same coin.
That's exactly what Bashar is getting at. And that's a perfect segue into exploring that connection further, which we'll delve into in the next part of our deep dive.
Okay, so let's unpack this idea. The physical and spiritual intertwined. It's a concept that might seem a little, out there. But I'm ready to explore it.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. We tend to see them as like separate realms,
Right, like the physical world is where we work, eat, sleep. And the spiritual is something we connect with through meditation, maybe religion. But Bashar challenges that separation, doesn't he?
He does. He suggests that the physical world is actually a projection of the spiritual.
Hold on, so you're saying the physical world, the one we can see and touch, isn't really real in the traditional sense?
Think of it this way. The spiritual is like the blueprint, the source code, and the physical world is the manifestation of that blueprint. Like building a house, you start with the plan, the spiritual blueprint, right? And then the physical house is built based on that plan.
Okay, that analogy makes sense. So if the physical is a projection of the spiritual, does that mean we can change the physical world by shifting our spiritual beliefs, our perceptions?
That's exactly what Bashar suggests. He says our beliefs, thoughts, emotions, they directly influence the reality we experience. If we focus on limitations, negativity, we'll tend to manifest those things in our lives. But if we can shift our beliefs towards positivity, love, abundance, we can create a more fulfilling reality. It's about aligning your inner world with the outer world you desire.
So it's not about denying the physical or escaping into some, ethereal spiritual realm. It's more about recognizing that everything's connected and using our spiritual understanding to create a more harmonious physical experience.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that you have a hand in shaping your reality. And Bashar says one of the most powerful ways to bridge that gap between the physical and the spiritual is by following your passions.
It's like those passions are like a compass, pointing us towards our true north, where our spiritual purpose and physical reality meet.
That's a great way to put it. When you act on those passions, express your authentic self, you're not only fulfilling your own potential, but you're also contributing to the evolution of consciousness as a whole.
Wow. So by tapping into our passions, we're not just creating a better life for ourselves, but we're also contributing to a larger shift in collective consciousness. That's pretty amazing.
It is. It's like we're all playing a unique role in this grand cosmic orchestra. And when we're in tune with our soul's purpose, our individual melodies harmonize with the larger composition, creating something truly magnificent.
As we wrap up this deep dive into Bashar's teachings, I'm just left with this feeling of, wonder and possibilities, like a whole new world has opened up, filled with potential, and a deeper understanding of who I am, why I'm here.
That's the beauty of Bashar's message. It empowers you to take control of your reality, to step into your true self and create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling.
So for everyone listening, what resonated with you most today? What sparked your curiosity? What action can you take, even a small one, to bring these teachings into your life?
Remember, the journey of self-discovery is ongoing. It's about exploring, questioning, expanding your awareness. You have the power to choose your beliefs, shape your reality, and create a life that aligns with your soul's purpose.
And if you want to explore Bashar's teachings further, be sure to check out his website, bashar.org, and explore the work of Darryl Anka. You'll find a ton of information there. Books, videos, workshops, all sorts of things.
And until next time, may your journey be filled with wonder, joy, and the realization of your true self.